Welcome to the East Highland Trail Part 2. From the Bothy to Aviemore, our wandering hobbits push through another 31.6 kilometres of wild Highland drama. Day 3 storms soaked boots, a daring river rescue as Mr Baggins saves a stranded sheep and loses his dry feet in the process. Day 4 sunshine at last. My insoles are gone, spirits high, and the road to Aviemore calling. They've battled rain, blisters and soggy socks, but still march on. This is the Wandering Hobbits Travelogue Part 2, where courage meets comedy and the Highland always has the last word.
So this is where we stayed last night, in this little bothy. What an absolute godsend this turned out to be. It lashed it down all night and still is. We keep getting slight breaks in it, but we're all togged up in his waterproof gear. There's Tony looking smart in all these. But the Pierre resistance of last night, we've woken up this morning and Mrs Baggins, my beautiful wife, has booked us accommodation in Carrbridge. We don't have to put us tents up tonight in this, and we've also got accommodation in Aviemore, so we've 2 nights for showers and beds. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you, Mumsy.
Absolutely love you to bits. You've lifted us spirits. We were dreading tonight because it's forecast heavy rain all day today, right into early hours at morning. And there's no worse than putting a tent up when it's pissing it down. So this place, fantastic. Unfortunately, when we got here, the window were broken. And we've managed to sort of bodge it up with table holding it. I'm hoping we can get hold of Bothy Association or some and let them know. But fantastic little Bothy, clean, dry, amazing. It's been brilliant. So we're now going to go outside and I'll show you it from outside. So this is the Bothy from outside. Honestly, people, what a godsend. And it's right next to the path. So we're heading down here now over this little ford. And we start climbing. I think it's instant climb this morning. I think we've got 3 climbs, which, look at this for a look. Way, waterproof gear on. So we'll take us on his way with us, guys, and if we get breaks in weather, we'll do some more video. If we don't, it's going to be a short video today. But anyway, we're off. We're on his way. Again, big thanks to Mrs B. You're a legend, absolute legend. Let's crack on. So this is his first climb, and unfortunately we've got a dead rock. So poor Tony, I think he's that tired at the moment. He looked out, I'm going to have to tell you this, guys. So he looked out at Bothy this morning and he went, there's loads of sheep out there. So I had a look and they were all rocks. And bless him, he put his contacts in and he went, oh dear. He laughed. And then later on in the day, I said, there's more sheep over there, but to be fair, they were rocks. And then he's just said to me, my worst nightmare, there's a dead sheep. So after saving the sheep yesterday and wading through the river and rolling it over, there's another dead sheep. I was gutted. Anyway, it's not nice, this, folks. And, you know, I don't know whether YouTube will even allow this for gore, but here's the dead sheep. It's been dead that long, it's fossilised into a rock. Bless him. So he's fair laughing at himself right now. So this is his first incline. Whether it shows very well with mist, I'm not sure. It's a bit of a pull, but it's a long, steady pull, so I don't mind this one. So we're cracking on. We're just approaching the second Bothy. It's coming up in front. Not that you'll see it, because as you can see, the views are beautiful. Pure mist. But we're going to go and have a look at the next Bothy. I think this is the one what's in memorial of a plane crash. I think. I could be wrong. Or it might be the one with the smelly sheep outside. I think that's later on. So we'll see. But yeah, we're doing all right. Shame we're not getting the views. But you can't control the weather. So come back to you at the Bothy. So Bothy number 2. Very, very nice. Lovely, lovely fireplace. I would have been gutted if there'd have been a load of wood piled up next to it. and we could have done it last night. We got here and unfortunately the door was open. Luckily, I don't think anything's got in, so we will make sure it's closed when we leave. I'm going to take you next door, show you next door. Tony's having a puff on his cig, good lad, can't fault him. Dirty, filthy habit, says me who used to smoke 40 a day. This is next door. Fortunately, it's way too complicated for me to get in. Oh, you have to lift the gate up. Anyway, we can see inside, so we've bits and pieces in corner for repair work, I'm guessing. Couple of tables, but it's all open plan, so birds have been in and shit all over tables, but it gets you out at rain. This is his view. Again, just a little bit dull, but we can manage. So we're just leaving the Bothy. As you can see, the weather's much improved. But actually we've got a little bit of a clearing in it. Still not fantastic, but what a smashing walk. And definitely, as has been said before on other videos, if you like your peace and quiet and you don't want to bump into lots of people, this is the walk for you. The only thing I will say is be prepared to do a lot of this sort of track walking. There is a lot of it. It's not bad, but it is quite hard on your feet. I'm looking forward to part 2, but part 1 so far has been brilliant. I sound like I'm moaning over tracks, I'm not, but I know a lot of people don't like them. I actually don't mind them. Odd bits are a bit bouldery, but we're both doing well. There's Tony taking photos of videos. We're doing great. We're feeling good. We're in high spirits, so let's crack on. That's 2 climbs done. Get in. And now for the biggie, the 3rd one. So steady away. Shit, as I said, shame about the weather. It's in my bag. Shame about the weather. And I've just been reminded to use my microphone because of wind. And he's right, to be fair to him, fair play. So yeah, let's start the final ascent. I nearly said descent then, I wish. So here we go. So it's blowing a hoolie up here, but we've done the 3 climbs. We're now at the top of them and heading us way down. And this path's quite nice actually. And the weather's beautiful. I mean, we're getting sunburnt. It's just amazing. By God, it's raining hard. But again, great walk. It's a long climb. It's a stiff climb, but it's just a steady away, keep going. So yeah, I can't do a lot of filming because, as you can probably make out right now, not a great deal you can see, and it's a shame because I bet the views from the top were stunning. So onwards and upwards, or hopefully in our case, onwards and downwards. I'll get back to you in a bit. So we've had a little stop in this Bothy. It's very dark, as you can see. We've shut the windows and the door, but got out of the wind and the rain. We've just had a light dinner bar. We're now just getting togged up again for the battle down to Carrbridge. The weather is bloody horrible. Wet, windy and nasty, but we're getting there. We're doing well, we're in high spirits, but we need to crack on because time's against us. So I'll just give you a quick from the outside. Oh, it's horrid and cold and wet. This is where we were, and it's just up off of the path. So, right, I'm going back in because it's peeing it down. So we're down from tops, and I'm going to say it's a little bit better down here. This is the Bothy of Doom, and I've got to say it still is. There were about 30 sheep in it when we turned up. They've all run out at the back door, it's been left open. It's knee deep in shit, and there's bones everywhere. I think they're cannibal freaking sheep. We're very wet, as you can see from Tony there.
Jacket's doing his job there.
But Jacket's holding up, mine is. And it's a bit nicer down here at the moment, although it probably ain't showing up very well because my lens is wet through. It'd have been ideal. So a bit of a change of scenery now into wooded area. We've seen big, I'm joking, deer fence. Poor Tony's dying to find some antlers. So if anybody sees any, just put it in comments where we missed them. Because poor lad's scanning everywhere.
Send it to his local FedEx.
I mean, we've just had the weirdest conversation where he were almost willing to give his body for some antlers to a deer, to a stag, you know. But there is lots of fences about, so there's obviously a deer around here somewhere. But yeah, this is lovely. It's nice to see. We've done the open moors now into a bit of a forest built up area. Onwards we go. So we've got a little bit of road walking now. Not nice road walking either, to be fair. No pavement, very busy road, and cars are flying. You watch now, will come now. We've just had a right convoy of cars. So I think we've a couple of miles on the road to do now. Absolutely lashing it down, as you can probably tell. So I'm putting camera away. Ciao for now. Finally made it into Carrbridge. So we're just looking for this little B&B hotel thing. That's stunning. Blowing out of his arses a bit now, we're hurting, to be fair. But that is just amazing.
Day 3 draws to a close. 17 kilometres done today and climbed 555 metres. There was rain, wind and relentless miles testing every step, but the hobbits pushed on with soggy boots and stubborn spirit. Tonight they trade mossy walls for fluffy towels, a well-earned rest before the road to Aviemore tomorrow. Total so far, 51 kilometres and counting.
Right, we're leaving the Cairn Hotel this morning. Again, big shout out to my wife, aka Mrs Baggins. What a fabulous place to stay. Lovely food, better breakfast, great rooms, awesome. So we're in a little town called Carrbridge. Tony's over there. And we're making his way to Aviemore. Feeling much refreshed, aching a little bit, feet are a little bit sore, but hey, we can do this. Tony's having a Red Bull, so he's going to get wings and he's going to carry me to Aviemore. We're doing all right, so let's get this day started. So as you walk through the village of Carrbridge, you notice hundreds of carvings. It's absolutely amazing. But I've got to say, this one really stands out. We've got the man at the bottom canoeing, and obviously in memory, fond memory of Tom, with his eagle on top. And then we've got Petto, the mountain walker, on this side. And then a little bit further in, might not be able to see it, we've got some more carvings. They're absolutely amazing. Carrbridge, 10 out of 10. So farewell Carrbridge. Been nice meeting you. It's been a great little village, great facilities, highly recommend it. Now I believe we've about a mile on this road, which is a little bit fast, but we can get onto grass verge and into forest we go. So yes, let's crack on. We're finally coming off the road, which I've got to say I'm glad about, and into the forest, and we're following Botegarten signs at the moment. Don't think we go quite as far as there, but that's the direction we're heading. And I've got to say, what a stunning little forest. Lovely. So yes, we're doing all right. I'm not tired, I'm not hurting, and I'm an absolute lying bastard. And this is why we're out here. Look at this. So we were asked this morning in hotel by the lady who served us, why oh why do you do it? She saw how wet we were and tired yesterday. And we've been debating it. And let's be honest folks, there's lots of reasons. I do it for this, I love the views. I do it for a bit of fitness, although I don't feel like that while I'm doing it and I'm blowing out my arse, but I do. Tony's purely at the moment about the physical challenge. He loves the physical challenge. But for me, that view, you just can't get it anywhere else without putting some effort in. And for me, that's what it's all about. I love the tranquility, the headspace, sorting your head out, even the missing wife, dogs, family. It's all part of the experience. So I don't know, leave a message in comments why you do it. I'm sure there'll be lots of different reasons. So let's crack on a bit, but I thought I'd share that view with you. Stunning.
Hello.
Oh, it's recording.
So, hello.
What the heck? So we're still walking through the woods. Absolutely beautiful. Paths in every single direction. So this is where we came from, down there, and turning left on the Doe Trail, heading down here. This is probably my favourite section of the walk so far, really enjoying it. And there's no big hills, always a bonus.
Big smiles.
Big smiles. Right, onwards. So heading towards Aviemore, getting closer now. These paths are much, although they're still tracks, they're not as stony, so they're better underfoot. And this forest section's been gorgeous. I've got to say, I really loved it. We're both loving life at the moment. Tony's striding out with his long legs. I just can't catch him up, folks. Just can't catch him up. Only way I can catch him up is to run like this. And that's not really good. Oh my life, I've no chance. So yeah, we've loved this bit, really have enjoyed it. We still haven't found any antlers, so we're gutted. Boo. Right, onwards. It's coming up. Choo choo, Thomas.
It's the ghost train.
It's the Scottish ghost train.
Is that on a different track?
And it's not even coming up this track.
That's class, that.
It's got to. What the fudge?
That's twice.
That's twice we thought there was a train coming and nothing's appeared.
Where's old Beam when you need
Jimmy! Drive a train past! So we're approaching Aviemore fast now. We can see buildings. It's just said a mile and a half to centre, so not far to go. And to be fair, it's been quite a steady day today. Not saying we're not tired, because I think things got us, days. But here we go through a little tunnel. Boop boop. I hope the ghost train don't come now, for God's sake. Yeah, we're getting there. Me as the ghost train driver. Doot doot.
All aboard.
All aboard the train that never turns up. Right, onward into Aviemore. So we spent quite a lot of time on the Speyside Way, and now we're entering Aviemore. And I'll be honest with you, all I want is a really good coffee right now. And just as I wanted to film you at sign, we get a big bus. So yes, watch out for the cyclist. Here we go. Hello there. So finally we've made Aviemore. Absolutely spot diddly on. Let's go find somewhere for a coffee. So on your way into Aviemore, you pass this little remembrance park, and I've got to say, absolutely lovely. Absolutely fabulous.
Day 4 on the East Highland Trail, a short stretch of 14.3 kilometres from Carrbridge to Aviemore, climbing to 315 metres beneath rare Highland sunshine. At last, a dry day and spirits soared, Mr Baggins pressed on bravely without insoles, casualties of an earlier river rescue, proving true Hobbit grit never fades. Tony kept pace, the miles rolled by and Aviemore welcomed them with warm beds and a well-earned rest. Total so far, 65.3 kilometres walked. Hobbit thought of the day, insoles may perish but the mission marches on.